SRG, they have a chance to change the tides of their destiny here with them being on blue side. Let's see if they're going to be able to dictate something to success from the drafting phase. The Luo Yi gets banned out by SRG. Onyx respond with a Jushin being banned out. And again, despite SRG getting their hands on the Jawhead, it seems like Onyx Philippines have found a different counter.
And I mean, Onyx PH saying a statement, right? All right, TLID, your approach is to ban the Jawhead, get the dub. Onyx PH says, hey, get the Jawhead. Pick it up, SRG. We will still beat you. And they did. Game number 1. Let's see here. Will it change or not? SRG here. They might actually bait and actually try to pick up the Granger themselves this time.
Yeah, I feel like Granger will be the most, I guess the most highly sought commodities for Slangaray Giants just because of the lane prio. For Innocent, once you can win that lane in 1v1, it's gonna, translate to a lot of good things for you. And I feel like they gotta put a lot of emphasis towards the winning the early game because I don't think Onyx PH will let go of a lead. Not even a smallest bit of a lead. So if you're losing in the first 5 minutes, then it's kind of over for you.
It's
Right
kinda
now,
over.
sorry, not Phoveus. Fanny. Fanny's still open.
Is it gonna surface?
I don't know. Because it's going to be another mind game, right? Because what Onyx did in game number 1 is they were able to ban out the Moskov and they knew that they were going to be able to pick up the Granger in the first phase, which is why they banned the Moskov. So I don't know if SRG want to go ahead and try ban the Granger here or leave that open for them to take up themselves. And with that, will they respond with the Fanny ban or not?
The scariest part is
There you go, Harith.
scariest part is Onyx PH is definitely fine with either way. Like they want to play, they don't care if you want to play against Granger or Fanny. It's cool beans. You have the counters.
That is somewhat the idea from side of Onyx Philippines. I feel like they're comfortable regardless. But let's see here. Just to be sure, Onyx Philippines, will they ban out the Granger? Will they ban out the Fanny? Or plot twist, they ban neither.
What's left here?
Jawhead.
Banned out for Onyx PH. So Fanny is open. If there is a chance or like a green light to use a Fanny, it is now because at this point you want to just go all out, right? Trying to take all the risk, even though the ceiling of Fanny is really high, but the floor is the lowest of the low. Once you cannot get your purple buff, once you get dominated in your own jungles, then it's gonna be hard for you to come back with a Fanny. And Onyx PH, I feel like even right now, do you think is this a strategy or do they want to just limit us against a Fanny?
I mean, do they want Onyx to pick up the Fanny instead?
They're taking their time.
It's a tough position to be in.
That says something, right? SRG is taking their time here, down to the last second to pick their first hero. There you go. They went in deep. 0% win rate though. 4 times surfaced here in SPS. On PH, they know what to do. Moskov and Hylos. Swift picks from side of Onyx PH.
And Moskov is such a great hero
Yeah.
against the Fanny, is it not? It's one of the most versatile heroes in the gold lane. Can utilize his knockback against the Fanny if she does tries to go in for a kill into that lane. What do you think here? The response for SRG?
Oh man, I feel like they kind of, once you pick Fanny, you gotta have to build around the hero itself. So maybe a lot of emphasis towards the pick-off potential. Maybe a Chow would be good here just to pick off some of the members away from Onyx PH. Despite probably Super Friends and Kelra will be using a Purifier or anything like that. It's still a pretty good chance to take, but they go for a Granger and also Hilda instead. I mean, look at these heroes, man. Look at the 3 picks that Slangaray Giants is picking right now. These are all very highly contested heroes, and Onyx PH is just letting them pick it.
I gotta say, a very, very good 3 picks, right? You you can't apply pressure with the Hilda. You got some range with the Granger, but then you got the Executor on that Fanny. Let's see though, will they be able to execute this composition on the second game on PH?
Yeah.
Back to the drawing boards here. What is their final pick?
More so, they needed the Hilda to be picked up by themselves before Onyx would pick it
Yeah,
up because they
point.
obviously do want to try and go for an invade into the jungle of the Fanny. So Onyx Philippines, it looks like a Joy is going to be picked up by King Kong now.
And it's on paper it's a bad pick against the Hilda. Also, they're testing the waters here, King Kong and crew, and they know that it's a even though it's a comfort pick, it's not gonna be as easy as before against this many threats. Even Granger can still kind of kite away from the Joy quite comfortably with the Rhapsody and the Rondo.
I mean, it's a bold pick. They're taking a risk here, Onyx Philippines. And all right, they're limiting another hero that can outrange the Moskov here in that Farsa. So good ban. Expect another ban from the side of Onyx Philippines is building towards that, the counter for that Moskov here for that last ban.
Maybe like a Vixana or something just to... And it's a good pick against the Joy as well to kind of just stop Joy in its trek. And it's not enjoyable anymore for King Kong later on. But let's see though. Selangor Giants, they have a lot of options here to ban. Mostly the mid laner that hasn't been secured by both teams. But do they want to go down that route? Also limiting themselves, not just limiting Onyx PH's or Super Princess hero pool. It looks like going to be a Kufra.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much all in for this Fanny.
Yeah, they really want to protect the Fanny. Also, the Cho is still on the board. Brusco has used it during the challenge finals, and it is a good counter towards the Fanny.
One hero that comes to mind as well here, apart from the Kufra when you see a Fanny, is the Ruby. Not ideal against the Granger, but against Fanny, against Hilda, it actually can break your momentum here. Will it come to surface from the side of Onyx PH? Let's see.
I mean, there's still a lot of viewers out there to kind of stop Fanny in its tracks, but speaking of stopping, they just ban out the Tigreal, so that's King Kong will have a better time trying to break down the defenses of Selangor Giants. Now, do they want to just go all in against Onyx PH? Because gotta be honest with you, like I don't think heroes like a Kaja is off the board for Onyx PH. I feel like maybe they want to complement the Kadira just to kind of piss off Sakai's, especially. That could work.
Just to piss off Sakai.
I mean, sure. Kaja is definitely on the radar here, right? I mean, Onyx PH, Brusco style. You want to lock Ranger or even the Fanny, and Kaja can be an answer. And with that, SRG will ban the Cho. So no Cho and Kufra. Like you said, build around the Fanny, and that is one or two ways to go.
Because I think this Hylos is a Hylos EXP, right?
Oh.
Alright, they're taking Stormy's hero away from him. It looks like the Veil is going to be picked up in by Super Friends. What's the response from SRG?
Man.
What are the options? Aurora, Vexana, Sicilian, Zask, if they want to play a little bit more safe?
No, I don't think Zask would be good here. Yes, you deal damage towards the frontliner, but at the end you want to just try to execute the backliners too. But maybe just for the sake of safetiness, they want to go down that route and try to just maybe trust on Sekai's to take care of pretty much the damage dealers of Onyx PH. Not really sure if that's a good strategy, but it's an option. Now Selangor Giants, about 10 seconds on the clock. This is going to be the make or break picks here. Two last picks for Coach Arcadia against Onyx PH. It's going to be the Vexana and also Badang. Interesting.
The Badong surfacing here in the second game. Now I'm thinking, right? Belleric, will it come through here for the side of Onyx PH?
Technically, Lucas is still available as well.
Lucas is also available if this Hylos were to be put on the roam position.
But they do want lockdown, do they not?
They do. They need some... Yeah, sure. They have crowd control in that Veil and the Moskov. Law and Order as well. But, Hylos, Roam, or EXP? I feel like Hylos... Oh, okay. It's still up in the air, honestly. But now, we're looking at the Edith. It might actually be Hylos, Roam.
Yeah, Kirk is probably trying to correct the win rate after Reggie picked it earlier and didn't really get any success with that hero. And this is a hero that Kirk's really like to play, right?
Yep.
In M6. It's one of his staples. very adaptive towards a lot of situations, can pick off, can cancel a lot of damage as well with the Primal Wrath.
Solid Edith player.
Yeah, and right now, this is gonna be the answer on what's gonna happen in game number 2 after a very disappointing day for Selangor Red Giants, the lone Malaysian representative. If they wanna go down or go towards the playoff stage, this might be the game to win. They pick the Fanny, a lot of risk, but a lot of rewards waiting for you if you play it right. But the opponent is Onyx PH. Can you do the impossible?
Let's say we saw the Badong there exploding the Land of Dawn. But ladies and gentlemen, this is potentially the final game of the Challenge Finals Day 2 group stage. Will it be Onyx Philippines clean sweeping the team from Malaysia, or will it be SRG finding their rhythm and secure game 2?
Okay, we're gonna take a look in a second. Just what spells are they bringing on here? A lot of flickers coming in from Onyx PS, just a single revitalize for Brusco to kind of further out the durability, not just for himself, but the team as well. We're gonna take a look at the emblems too, though. Yums or Cram actually goes for the double movement speed boost here with the Wilderness Blessing also. So expect a lot of rotation, just like Aran earlier against SRG. Maybe he wants to take a page out of TLID book here, the way they play the Hilda.
Conventional, I have to say, rotations here from both junglers. Equal amount of EXP gathered there, but Kirk here, not ideal, has to recall. Now King Kong moves it in. Oh my goodness, that's a steal. That's a Rhythm of Joy as well, popped by King Kong, just to perhaps deny the pressure from the side of SRG.
And Kirk actually losing the lane there against a Hilda. Kind of expected for a Edith to lose the lane against Hilda in the early game, but expect that to go a bit differently in the mid game once the items are stacking up for Kirk. Now we're gonna see here some setups towards before the turtle. They're gonna try to get level 4 as soon as possible, and the objective setup is gonna be very important for Onyx PH because this is a Fanny. So likely Sakai's might want to concede this one, but he takes the purple buff already, so maybe he wants to kind of contest this one.
Let's see, Sakai's and as well as King Kong here, still level 4, but top lane here, action. Now with the cables jumping in, Sakai's eyeing Kirk. Kirk in a safe position, but Brusco, different story. That's a good Terrify, and that's going to be first blood from Stormy with the knock-up as well. SRG striking first here in the Land of Dawn, and King Kong. That's going to be, that's a steal there from the jungler.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like a single basic attack that's enough to get Kirk down, but it turns out it's 3. Now it's a good W for Selangor Red Giants. Definitely Brusco a bit overextending in that position, kind of underestimating the fact that they have a lot of chain CCs in Padang, in Vixana with the Eternal's Guard also. So you might want to watch out for that, even though you were high loss, you were a tanky boy, but you're not tanky enough in this case.
Not yet. 2 kills here on the board for SRG. Good start. Onyx PH, no compensation whatsoever here. And let's see here, what are they building up towards to? 100 strike already secured by Innocent. So mobility, penetration as well in Innocent's kit already.
Okay, so early game has been kind of won by Selangor Red Giants right now, but Onyx PH definitely their strength is not in the early game. Once the Fanny kind of fall off and kind of lacking in damage and also durability, it's gonna be a harder game for Selangor Red Giants from now on. Now, Selangor Red Giants, they need to kind of pop up the gas and try to stay dominant in the fights. And Sakai's try to look for the kills as much as possible because I feel like Onyx PH, if they want to just tie this game until the later part of the game, they are okay with it. In fact, that may be the plan here from now on. Just kind of weather the storm until they have enough gold.
They're going to poke Brusco, not just poke. They're going to execute and assassinate the horsey. In the mid lane, Super Prince popped his own flicker as well. All around the map. SRG applying pressure here. And Onyx, they are overwhelmed.
Really good early game. 3-0 in the first 5 minutes. A whole different contrast on what happened in game number 1 just now. SRG looking to get back towards Onyx PH. And Cram actually secures the Radiant Armor, a good item to kind of weather the damage away from some of the magic damage dealer. In fact, 4 of them from Onyx PH.
Ideal start here, ladies and gentlemen. First 5 minutes, SRG comfortable lead on the board. 3 kills in the bag, 1,000 plus economy-wise as well. So let's see here, SRG, they should be able to translate this early dominance to the mid game.
Okay, Briscoe already scouting the situation here. Yums and Cram is playing the front line really, really well right now.
Yeah, I mean, Turtle, I believe Onyx will have no chance to find the takeover angle there. So another comfortable lead there from SRG.
Bit of consolation prize there with King Kong taking the top turret away from Selangor Red Giants. So a bit of a win in macro department for the Filipinos. Now Onyx PH, they might want to just try to rinse and repeat that in second Turtle, because King Kong, possibly he knows that his chances are quite low if you want to just contest the Turtle, because the gold lead is very evident. 1.7k gold lead in the first 6 minutes. So maybe just want to take the lane or like far lane turrets helped by the Moscow. Meanwhile though,
Yeah, Kirk here, Primal Wrath mode. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Sakai's with the jukes there, with the Cutthroat finding a kill onto her Super Prince. And in the bottom side, Kelra not ideal here. Hume spots this one out. Will he have enough space? The answer is no. Kelra is able to go home, but the bottom turret will fall. Innocent claiming it.
finally a turret for Selangor Red Giants. That's a really fancy cable coming in from Sakai. So I thought it was gonna be trapped in that position in the jungle, but it turns out 4v1, I still get the chance to kill someone and get out scot-free. Right now, King Kong, I look for a get back here to Sekai's. 1 level difference.
Yeah, 1v1 jungler. We saw that in TLID and SRG, but this time they will not commit on towards a full-on 1v1 just yet. Still though, SRG 3k almost on paper here. This is a big lead considering that we only have 7 minutes in the game.
Definitely not the plan that Onyx PH is expecting by now. They might want to, maybe like 1k or 2k gold lead is fine, but 3k is a bit too much right now. Selangor Red Giants, they want to just still continue to be aggressive. 4-0 so far in the first 8 minutes. But looking at the gold leaderboard here, Innocent leading the charge. 1.2k gold lead against Kelra. That's a pretty comfortable lead for a gold laner now. Just want to be online in the mid game because you already have the items, and Kelra might want to just wait a little bit until you get the Trifecta or the Holy Trinity items to be able to pop off in a team fight, or maybe just wait until the late game when you can play the long lane.
It seems like Onyx Philippines will concede another turtle here. So perfect turtle here for SRG in the second game. Now we have officially entered the mid game. It does seem like control-wise here, Onyx Philippines, they're struggling to find map control still.
And now, still a huge 0 for Onyx PH. This is something that we haven't seen so far in this tournament. They are perfect in all the days they've played in Challenge Finals. No games dropped for the mighty team of Filipino. This might be the first one that they're gonna drop, but if you're looking at the composition of Onyx PH, they still have a lot of base defense potential here with the basic attacks coming from Kelra. Even Super Prince can stop everyone on its track with the knockup. So expect them to play a bit more passive here and wait until Selangor Red Giants, especially Sekai's, make a mistake with the cables. But so far, he has been quite perfect, I gotta say.
I mean, bold move, right? From the draft, we talked about how Onyx Philippines, they draft in a somehow riskier manner. And we are seeing SRG just dominating the lanes, the map as well. Now let's see here, they want the mid. Onyx Philippines for now, they're still able to defend that one, but they lost the tier 2 earlier. Let's see, will it impact or influence the map considering the Magic Sentry is now in play for Onyx Philippines?
It's like the exact same thing in the first game, but now it's reversed in terms of like trying to guard the mid lane turret here. They always group up as 5, and now Brusco getting a lot of pummeling here, but still okay with the HP and tankiness that he brings.
Yeah, it does seem like Kirk, and Karam here spots each other out. And no commitment on towards the fight just yet, though. And top lane here, they are looking for something. Oh, Fanny and as well as Joy in the bottom side. Actually, it is actually Kelra who will be taken down, but that's Skies showing some style. That's a solo from Skies on King Kong.
You can't really underestimate the champions of Malaysia just yet. If you give him Fanny, they're gonna perform and actually abuse it in the early game right now. 6-0, a huge nil on kill department for Onyx PH. Things are not looking pretty good for the Filipino representative. Slangored Giants, though, is still looking for the first win in this day after that match earlier against TLID. This might spark a comeback, whether in-game and also in mentality for the Malaysians.
It does seem like SRG is having, or they're finding their rhythm here in the second game. Almost a 10k gold lead and comfortable, all right? I mean, they are looking for the tier 2 collapse. Onyx PH playing it safe here, not defending their tier 2.
Okay, it still has the Holy Shield and also the base turrets intact. And that should be the Holy Shield taken away. Good one from Slangored Giants. A bit cheeky there. Just pushing the waves enough to be able to affect that shield from Onyx PH. Now the Lord's gonna come in the mid lane. Can they actually do something about it? A lot of siege potential with the Granger. But Brusco of the ultimate.
Glorious Pathway popped. Now that's a knock-up on towards Karam, though. Eternal's Guard locked in! Skies out of nowhere finds an angle, and he will take down Super Prince. Base turret, though, still alive. All three standing. Onyx Philippines here. They will have to defend with 4, with minions coming very, very soon.
Great kill coming from Sekas with a very unconventional route from the bottom lane, getting someone in the mid lane, and now with the conceal, that should be enough to get the mid turret down. Onyx definitely in the back foot. 0 kills. Can they actually do something about this one? They are down by a lot of gold, but look at that, a kill.
That's a first kill on the board, but that's going to be another Innocent isolated, stuck, and he will fall. Kelra claims a double, looking for the triple here as Kurt finds a knock-up on towards the Fanny, and Kurt will find the shutdown. 4 members will be taken down as Onyx Philippines, a minute ago, they're on the defense, but now take a look at them. They are on the offense.
This is what I mean, man. You cannot give Onyx PS just a slight edge to come back. And look at this. The goal is going to turn around by a lot here. About 2k gold lead for Onyx PH behind against Slangored Giants. And that's definitely something that they are happy with, man. 4 kills secured after 0 in a blink of a second. They're a bit lax, man. We're going to see here an instant replay on what happened there. First one is that a Spear of Misery connecting towards Cram, and it's all hell's break loose there, especially with Innocent connecting the Spear of Destruction on towards Kelra Spear of Destruction connecting towards Innocent. That sparks the comeback, and when you give a lot of gold to Kelra and also a lot of lanes, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good shutdown as well. Luckily, that was Kurt getting the shutdown, not Kelra and not King Kong, but regardless, Onyx Philippines, they are back here in the second game. We will not count them out just yet. 2k though, still in the hands of SRG. Lord now is up. This one is enhanced, ladies and gentlemen. So mind you, this is a crucial Lord.
Are they inevitable? Is Onyx Philippines inevitable at this point?
Bottom side.
Bottom side though, Kelra might be in trouble. No Wind of Nature.
Yeah, no Wind of Nature, and of course with the help of Cram, he will fall. Cheeky play, but now Onyx Philippines, they might shift their gears on the other side. Innocent now isolated, 2v1, will fall in the hands of Super Prince. Sakai is jumping in with the cables, eyeing for that veil, but now Super Prince will fall. SRG answering back, but Sakai falls as well. That's a 2-4-2 from both teams.
Oh my goodness, but right now no junglers from Slangored Giants. This might be the opportunity for King Kong. Oh, the Lord has already been taken. My bad. It looks like Onyx PH, they have a slight advantage in the gold department, so this is definitely not looking good as the Lord is marching down towards Slangored Giants' base. Can they actually weather the storm here with a late game Fanny? We talked about this. It's gonna fall off a little bit, but can the other members of Slangored Giants kind of just defend this one for Sekais? and give him a space to operate.
Yeah, I mean, intelligent player, right? Whilst SRG commit bodies, like 2 members in the bottom side, Onyx Philippines, they went in on the Lord. And now, let's see here. SRG, firepower-wise, they can defend. But if they make a mistake, if they're out of position, Onyx Philippines can definitely capitalize.
Okay, so 5v4 here, and with Sekai's in the top lane, they're breaking through the defense.
Yep, let's see here. Glorious Pathway popped. Mid-turret falls. Lord, 50% HP. They can lock in towards the base here. Are they cheeky enough now? Ladies and gentlemen, Onyx Philippines, they are the main base destroyer, and 2-0 is official. Onyx Philippines clean house against SRG.